Experience I'll always remember happened to me in 2002. It was during the sniper shootings here in DC. I remember during the height of the shootings, there was a curfew put in place by law enforcement. The curfew was 9:30. And one night I was looking in my refrigerator and I noticed I didn't have milk. And so like normal, I went to the 7-Eleven a couple blocks from my building and I picked up a gallon of milk. And as I was leaving, I was approached by a police officer, and he asked me if I knew about the curfew. I told him I did, and I understood it to be only a recommendation. And he agreed with me, and then he told me that there had been a shooting earlier that day, and I hadn't heard about that shooting. And he said, as a result, it wasn't safe to be out. And he offered to actually give me a ride home. And I told him I lived right up the road, and he still insisted on giving me a ride home. And so he did. And while we were in the car, he even told me that he actually felt unsafe. And in his 5 years of being in law enforcement, it was the first time he had ever felt that way. And as I was getting out of the car, he told me again to be safe, and he gave me his card, and he said, call him anytime if I needed him. So, it was one of those experiences that helped shift my perspective about law enforcement, because growing up, I wasn't conditioned to believe that law enforcement was there to help me feel safe or protect me. And even now, with so many examples of the opposite, coming out in the media over the last year, it's hard for me not to get upset and to believe that they are there to protect me. But I have this one experience that tells me different, and I'm grateful for that. So it'll always be in my memory as a result.